You know that old broken down fridge in the garage, or the washing machine that finally quit? That car that's been rusting away in the driveway? To most of us, that's just junk. But what if I told you all that junk is actually the bedrock of a massive, multi-billion-dollar industry? Because as it turns out, in America, junk is big, big business. Let's dig in.
Okay, let's start with this car right here. It's obviously seen better days. It looks like it's headed for one place and one place only, the scrap heap. But what's it really worth? I mean, a few $100 for some parts? Maybe. The real answer, though, has nothing to do with the car itself and everything to do with the giant industry it's about to fuel.
Yeah, billions. Not for this one car, obviously, but for the massive, almost invisible system that this car is about to enter. See, this isn't really a story about junk. It's a story about a global, multi-billion-dollar machine that's hiding in plain sight.
So, to really get this, we have to back up and ask a pretty basic question. Why does a country like the United States produce these actual mountains of metal waste to begin with? Where does this endless stream of old cars and fridges and washing machines even come from? Well, it really just boils down to simple economics. Here in the US, labor is pretty expensive. So the cost of paying a technician to come out and fix your 5-year-old appliance, that can easily be more than just buying a brand new, more efficient one. It's this weird paradox of being a wealthy country. We've gotten so good at making new things that it's often just cheaper to replace something than to fix it. And just like that, perfectly good metal becomes trash.
But here is the absolute key, the central idea to this whole thing. Metal never actually loses its value. It just changes hands. It moves from someone who thinks it's worthless to someone who knows it's a valuable raw material.
And that next pair of hands? They belong to an industry that has absolutely mastered this transformation. This is where the scrapyard comes in. It's the heart of this entire operation. But you have to think about it in a totally different way.
So forget whatever image you have in your head of a messy, chaotic junkyard. The people who are deep in this business, they have a completely different name for these places. They call them metal banks. They're not storing junk. They're holding valuable, tradable assets. It's a total shift in how you see things.
And the process inside one of these banks is actually pretty straightforward. First, everything that comes in gets weighed. That's how they figure out what it's worth. Then comes the really critical step, separation. They use these giant magnets and teams of skilled sorters to pull out the steel, the aluminum, and the super valuable copper. Once it's all sorted into pure piles, it's ready to be sold off by the ton.
And the scale of this, it's just staggering. A single local scrapyard, one you might drive by without even noticing, can process thousands of tons of metal every single month. And this is happening in towns all across the country, mostly hidden from view.
But the story doesn't stop at the gates of the local scrapyard. Not at all. In fact, that's really just the beginning of a much, much bigger journey, because most of this metal is about to take a very long trip.
Now, this is the part of the story that most of us never, ever see. You'd think that we just reuse all this metal ourselves, right? Well, we don't. America is actually one of the world's largest exporters of scrap metal. All those shredded cars and crushed washing machines get packed into massive shipping containers and sent right across the ocean.
So where's it all going? Well, the main destinations are the huge industrial centers in Asia, parts of Europe, and other developing markets all over the world. Basically, anywhere that's hungry for raw materials to build new cities and manufacture new goods.
And this really gets to the heart of the whole global trade. It's so simple. It's brilliant. What one country calls trash becomes the essential raw material for another country's economy. Our old cars get shredded, melted down, and are literally reborn as new buildings, new cars, and new products thousands of miles away.
Okay, so we've got this incredible global machine that turns our waste into someone else's wealth. But beyond the money, why is this system so important? Well, the answer actually has huge implications for the entire planet.
Let's just take aluminum as an example. Making brand new aluminum from scratch takes a tremendous amount of energy, a shocking amount. But recycling that exact same aluminum, it saves up to 95% of that energy. So this system isn't just profitable. From an environmental perspective, it's incredibly efficient.
And it's not just aluminum. Steel, the backbone of pretty much all modern construction, has this almost magical quality. You can melt it down and recycle it over and over and over again endlessly, and it never loses its strength or quality. Our modern world literally couldn't function without this constant flow of recycled metal.
Which brings us to the real lesson here.
This whole explainer, it isn't really about metal, it's about systems. It's about seeing how value moves around. Because labor is expensive in the US, we accidentally created this massive supply of waste. And some really sharp entrepreneurs looked at that supply and built a global industry around it, all because they understood scale.
I mean, just stop and think about that for a second. An entire global, multi-billion-dollar supply chain, one that major corporations and even governments depend on, was built entirely on top of the stuff that we throw away without a second thought. It's such a powerful lesson in seeing opportunity where everyone else just sees junk.
And that, of course, leads to one last big question. The next time you see something being thrown out, remember this story. Remember the metal banks and the global journey our trash takes, and just ask yourself, what other junk out there is just waiting for the right person and the right system to unlock its hidden fortune?